Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you ladies and gentlemen out there. Again, a quick note today, we're going to talk about a few topics. So later today, I'm going to go into a couple other videos that I've been meaning to get down into. Probably start a blog and a different web channel going along to this online because of a lot of topics, a lot of tools that I've been using, and also finding a link that I think I want to share with people. Just tools in general. But go along this topic right now with old politicians. Because right now, the state of cryptocurrency and stocks, and we're hearing this huge pushback against the financial system. And again, my own stance is basically old politicians in no position to complain about us going into cryptos and finance. They have no right to criticize and debate where we decide to put our money. This is not a gentleman's market. This is not an old man market, because this is full of ladies and gentlemen, kids, teenagers, middle-aged people, old retirees. This is inclusive of everybody, not just the men in suits. And right now, we're pushing back against it. And again, going forward to the year 2022. 2021 is coming to an end, and there's a lot more to look forward to. But anyway, quick quotes and get into a quick discussion about DCA today. I want to think about this from Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. This is something that you have to understand, and it's something that you have to understand with your stocks or even you're dealing in crypto, because recently, the last week, we've seen how Bitcoin dropped, 8,000-9,000, and everything else is shaky. But, when's a good time to buy and when's a good time to hold? But I want you to understand your why. And for me, you have to understand why you made the decision to get into stocks or crypto or even both. Understand your why and your how, and understanding as you go into this journey, because it's going to be a long one. And that going along with that is understanding your DCA. This is your dollar cost average. And I want to talk about some three tools you can use, and I'll link them down below, but also some just key takeaways about understanding your dollar cost average. Now, your dollar cost average refers to the practice of systematically investing equal amounts of money into whatever it is, crypto or stocks, and spaced out over regular intervals, regardless of price. All right. If you bought in high, you're trying to average your price down. That's basically what we're trying to do. The goal is to cost average is just to reduce the overall impact on the volatility on the price of your asset, whatever you're buying it to. And of course, the price will likely vary each time, over each month, each week, however you buy it into. And of course, investment is whatever you're doing. It's not highly subject to volatility, because you're buying in the same time no matter what. And if you're buying in Bitcoin, as many hundreds and thousands of people have been doing since 2017, you're just gonna be buying the same part every month, every week. When you've got money, just throw it in, buy it, and just you deal with that. So the dollar cost averaging aims to avoid making the mistake of making one lump sum investment. All right, that again is going to be poorly timed, regardless of your asset or a position, and that's huge. As many people will just go, hey, you know what, go in FOMO right now, all in one. A lot of people do that, but over time, if you do that at the beginning, yes, you can keep on buying and keep on realizing your dollar cost average. But we're all going to need tools to help visualize and also get through this through our visions and strategies, because you have to get past the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And of course, you'll deal with fog in your minds, and that comes down all toward emotion. So I want to introduce 3 tools to help you track and even plan your direction. Some are quite fun, and they're very useful to have. You can keep them online and keep it on your boards. But the first one is called the Bitcoin Long Rainbow. This was introduced in 2014. It uses logarithmic regression and a law of diminishing returns to provide a better view of long-term prices. It's a really nice way to look at the price of Bitcoin, but also where you can stand to make and hold money, buy and sell with your Bitcoin. It's a fun one. Number 2, the stock to flow model. This treats Bitcoin as being comparable to commodities such as gold, silver, platinum. Now, we know there are store value commodities because they retain the value over longer periods of time, and of course, also due to the relatively scarcity. Now, if you don't just hold Bitcoin, you hold the other altcoins, you can see how the other coins track basically in pair with Bitcoin. So you can use this model to track your altcoins and see how it works for you. Number 1 is probably the most famous one and very interesting one. It's the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Yes, this is a mixture of greed, volatility, dominance, and sentiment analysis from social media and Google Trends, okay? It uses all the data that they gather online. Now, DCA in terms of fear and DCing out in times of greed, right? In other words, as I said before, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. So know when is a good time to invest and know when time's a good time to sell and reinvest with it. And a last thought, remember this and think about it. Your time in the market is greater than your timing the market, okay? Your time in the whole process of the market is a lot greater than you're just timing the market for that one time, all right? Now, many tools are out there, but remember your why, and remember why you're investing, what's your goal, and how you're gonna get there. Because also understanding all this is, what are you gonna have to do to get to your goal? And part of this is understanding your education. And again, education means avoiding mainstream media as much as possible because that gets your fear and everything else on there. But also be careful what you read online and who you listen to. There's a lot of crazy people out there pushing. They have their own goals of, hey, buy into this, buy into that. Yes, just have a strategy. Do what you must. Stay off social media as much as you need. Get some tips and tricks. But yeah, focus on your strategies. So anyway, have a great day. Look forward to seeing and hearing some comments down below. Game on.